Hello from Voice Over Me. Good morning, I guess. This morning, I had an anpan, which I didn't bake. No, I'm sorry. This is just made by my toaster oven. I reheated it because I bought it the other day, and I think like if something is very if anpan is like hot, it's the best because the bean paste inside is just getting so warm and amazing. I nearly burned it. It was still amazing, and I also had like muesli alongside it because I'm a hungry person, and I also drank all of the milk that I just showed there. So yeah, that was breakfast for you. For lunch, I actually went to the cinema with a friend, a movie review upcoming. We watched Suzume no Tojimari, and we went to like this kind of cafe place that was in the Hibiya mall there, right where the cinemas are, and I had like a salad, and I can't tell you how happy I actually was with that salad because they had bread and the bread was actually good, and yeah, it was very yummy. I loved it. I also had like kind of like a pastry before I went home. It was like a custard apple pastry. That was amazing as well, 10 out of 10. Like, it was very overpriced in a way, but it was very yummy. I'm trying to get over my like, not fear of pastries, but I usually don't eat pastries. And I feel like if you avoid something for too long, it becomes like a fear food. In my mind, I'm always like, oh, I shouldn't, I just should eat something else. So that's why I'm going out of my way to eat many pastries lately. That's why also the ampan in the morning, I guess. So yeah, I had an amazing pastry. It was 10 out of 10. I didn't regret it. You should never regret eating a pastry. Yeah. I have like the biggest urge to speak Japanese right now for some reason. Well, for some reason, probably because I just watched a movie in the cinema for 2 hours in straight Japanese, so my brain is still in that mindset right now. Okay, so I watched Suzume no Tojimari today in Hibiya in the Toho Cinemas with a friend, so quick movie review time, I guess. Rating first, because I think that's the most interesting thing. I would rate the movie like maybe a 7 out of 10 to an 8 out of 10. First of all, yes, we watched it in Japanese, so I guess maybe the experience is different if you can understand like 100% of everything. For me, my Japanese was at the level where I understood like, I would say even like 85% of the movie, so it wasn't that bad. I was actually surprised by myself. I was not only surprised, but like proud of myself. I was like, wow, you can sit here in the theater and like follow the movie. And there were only like a few certain scenes where characters talk for like a very long time with a few like very difficult words where I was kind of lost. But that were like, I think I could count like 3 scenes where I didn't know what was going on. And the whole other time, I was always aware what was going on and what they were even saying. I was really proud. Anyway, enough of me talking how I'm Nihongo jozu. It's like, 理解していますが、話すことはできません. So it's always hard. Japanese は、日本語は本当に難しいです. But I'm still studying every day, so I guess that helps. Anyway, movie review, sorry. Yeah, I feel like the visuals were very great, but I feel like with every Makoto Shinkai movie, it feels like he's kind of repeating himself in a way. Like, it feels like a movie I have already seen. That's not like a bad thing because I did love Your Name and Weathering with You as well. But like Your Name obviously is like a masterpiece, but I feel like there's nothing new. Like it's kind of like the same topic over and over again, and because of that, like, it gets predictable in a way. Yeah, but the visuals were stunning. I think the story was what kind of put it down for me, because I feel like they could have done more with it, like, without spoiling anything. Like, this girl goes on this big journey to save that guy that she just met. And I mean, I guess he's hot and handsome, but for you to go through all of that just because he's hot and handsome, it kind of feels like there was no character development that made them like connect in a way other than his hotness, and that was the only reason she followed him, or like nostalgia, I don't know. But now to the good part of the movie, why I rate it so highly anyway, because it made me feel things. Like, I was sitting in the cinema, and I think a cinema experience is always like the best, because like if you watch a movie at home, sometimes you get distracted so easily, like by your phone or by other people, or like homework lying around or something like that. But I feel like if you're in a cinema, you can really concentrate on the movie and just take everything in. And the soundtrack was amazing. 10 out of 10 for the soundtrack and the music and just the audio making of that movie. It was amazing. 10 out of 10 for the animation. Of course, everything looked fucking beautiful. I was literally sitting there like, how did they animate that? That doesn't seem like 2D animation, but of course it's also not 3D. It's just so beautiful. It's the only way I can describe it. Like, so beautiful, so serene. And the story is like taking place all over Japan. It's kind of like a road trip that they go up from the south of Japan up to the north, kind of. And I don't know why, but like when they arrived in Tokyo as well for like a very big part of the movie, it made me feel so nostalgic. I was like, oh my god, I know this world that they are in. I recognize these things, these sounds, these subways, and it made me feel so grateful and glad that like I'm part of this. And also like a huge topic, of course, is like earthquakes in the movie. And I feel this, like it feels different knowing that this is also my reality in a way, not like, of course not this reality, like just you can take, I guess, the movie universe and apply it to your own. And that made me feel so nostalgic for something I shouldn't even be nostalgic about, because I'm here for like have been here like for 2 months, but I realized that I can realize these things. This sounds, yeah, this is why I call my channel Modern Philosophy, because there is no, yeah, you can't follow me. Maybe in 100 years somebody will like find this and think like, oh my god, she was the cynic of her time. with quotes like these, you know, like I realized this. I would recommend you to watch it if you have the chance. And I would also recommend you to watch it in Japanese, maybe with subtitles if you can do it in your country, because the voice acting was superb as well. So yeah, very great movie. I'm sure the other voice actors are great as well. Maybe just watch the movie in whatever language you understand it in. I do some university work because I didn't do anything this morning. And then let's see. So strong. The song is desperate, but there's no other way. Adaptation's the outcome of the sport.